love this game. Blue is the color. Football is the game. We are together and we need this. I love this game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kobo Sports Room, where we talk about football previews, reviews, player profile. We do interviews here, we do fans perspective here too. So if you are here, click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell, follow us on our social media platform. The Chelsea just ended right now, 2-0. Chelsea are in the Club World Cup 2025 finals, and on Sunday Chelsea will meet Real Madrid or PSG on Sunday. First of all, Chelsea fans, which team would you prefer to meet in the final? Drop all your comment down below. For me, I would want Real Madrid in the final. I have a personal score to settle with them, so I would want Real Madrid in the final. Who would you want to? Chelsea fans, drop all your comment down below. But this is the review. A lot of things happen. We have certain players, we need to pick them up, the coach, and other players. So let's get straight into the video. So we are starting with the lineups. The lineup, something changed. We were expecting Ray James to start the game, but Gusto started the game because Ray James has had some injuries going into the quarter-final of this particular competition. So ideally he was supposed to start in the semi-final, but the coach preferred Gusto ahead of Ray James. I respect him because even when the season was about to end, Enzo Maresca says something that, listen guys, if I have the chance or if I have the option to start Ray James in every single game, I would start him. Trust me, guys. So that's what he said. So I say it as, at first I didn't understand, but now I feel like he's trying to protect Ray James because we can't afford to have an injury-prone Ray James going into next season. We can't afford to have that because Gusto is not on top of his form. So Gusto came in. Christopher Nkunku, I wasn't expecting him to start, but Christopher Nkunku also came in as one of the attackers, as a left winger for Chelsea, so to speak, drifting into the central position. And then Joao Pedro, Joao the Fluminense boy Pedro also came in to start as the striker because Delap was suspended, and then Jackson was also on the bench. You don't start Jackson against Fluminense like this, he would waste a lot of chances. So Joao Pedro came in, and then lo and behold, he scored 2 goals, won the man of the match for Chelsea in this particular game. Let's move into the game proper. Chelsea were not complacent because Fluminense is not the team you would ideally, a Chelsea team would ideally fear. But if you are being too complacent against Fluminense, against Palmeiras, against all these teams, they have the chance to punish you. So that is what's going into the game. Even in the Palmeiras game and in this Fluminense game, the boys were not complacent because if there is an iota of complacency at your end, that is what is going to kill you as a team. So Chelsea were not complacent, and Chelsea, came into the game respecting Fluminense and then seeing them as a tougher opponent because they will not play the FIFA Club World Cup semi-final if they are not a tougher opponent. Defensively, they have been solid in this particular competition. They and Real Madrid are the only clubs in this competition that has not lost a game. So it should tell you the capacity that they hold, the defensive ability or the defensive shape of Fluminense. But XG was 1.85 for Chelsea, 0.71 for Fluminense. Fluminense tried, and then they tested the Chelsea defense a little bit, but it couldn't. Of course, they didn't score a goal. Chelsea had 17 shots, 5 shots on target, scored 2 goals. So it was okay because XG of 1.85 and then you score 2 goals, that is an upgrade because ideally you're supposed to score 1.8 goal. That is like 1.5 goal, but you scored 2 goals. So touches in the box, 27 for Chelsea, 17 for Fluminense. So Chelsea had more touches in the box as against Fluminense. Of course, Chelsea tamed Fluminense in their defense. So they kind of pushed Fluminense a little bit. Of course, Chelsea have quality ahead of Fluminense. Chelsea have quality more than Fluminense. So if Chelsea are playing against Fluminense, ideally Chelsea are supposed to push Fluminense back. You don't allow Fluminense to push you. You would rather push Fluminense, and then you know, so to speak, watch your back. If there is any, you know, counter attack, you just block all the chances of them having counter attack. And then, my God, the defensive, you know, solidity of the Chelsea boys has been, you know, very, very top in this particular game. Can you believe they are the team, the only team in this particular competition that has won more duels? So the Chelsea defenders are doing well in terms of air balls, in terms of duel balls. Tosin Adarabia, Trevor Chalobah, Levi Cowell, Benoit Badiashile, they have been doing really, really well in this particular competition. So ideally, you know, the most, you know, exciting players in the Fluminense team will be, you know, Headless, and then, you know, Martinelli, Arias, a top performance by Arias. But of course, he didn't have much space to work or to operate because of, you know, Cucurella, bro. Cucurella did a fantastic clearance, and you know, that clearance or that particular ball could have changed the face of the game. It could have changed everything, because when Chelsea had their first goal, Fluminense tried and tested the Chelsea defense. They tested Robert Sanchez. They wanted to get a goal, because if they know if they get a goal, Chelsea are obviously going to panic, as we saw in the Palmeiras game. And then it is obviously going to happen, because when Fluminense, you know, come back and it is 1-1, obviously Chelsea are going to panic. So they wanted that goal, they needed that goal, and you know, Cucurella cleared that particular ball from the lines. But you know, Robert Sanchez, obviously, I have been here, said a lot of things about Robert Sanchez. The Chelsea owners or the Chelsea directors, if they want us to compete for the top trophies, for the top honors, you know, Robert Sanchez is not a guy. He's not that guy. He's not that guy, because that particular ball, he was supposed to stay in the box. He was supposed to stay in the box. It was his fault. You know, so that is, you know, the clearance for you. Big shout outs to Cucurella. That was a top clearance by Cucurella. And then the penalty incidents. Let's talk about the penalty incidents. Check this out. Check this penalty incident by Trevor Chalobah. And people are saying that it was a penalty. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. First of all, the referee who was, you know, officiating this game is referee Francois. Francois is from France, one of the top referees in France, if not the best. I mean, Clement Topin is the toppest referee in France, or is the top referee in France. And then apart from, you know, Clement Topin is Francois. So he's like the second best referee in France, and one of the top referees, top 5 or top 10. Let's say top 6 or top 5 in Europe. He will be in there. We can mention Daniele Usato, Clement Topin. We can mention Felix Zoya. We can also mention, you know, these referees. We can also mention Simon Marciniak and the like. So top 6, Francois will be in there. So he is a top referee. So let's, you know, clear that. Now let's look at the incident. According to the referee, Trevor Chalobah's hand was in a natural position. And if you watch this very well, judge by your, you know, how you see it. How do you see it? Is it in a natural position, or it is not in a natural position? As a matter of fact, guys, Chalobah was trying to hide his hand, and then the ball, first of all, hit Chalobah's lap before getting to his hand, and he was trying to hide his hand. And as a matter of fact, you know, ideally, if you watch this, you know, incident, you would say that it is in a natural position, because it is like this, just like the other hand. It's like this, so that's a natural position. And Francois obviously did a review. He obviously took a penalty first, went into the, you know, monitor, did a review, and saw that it was in a natural position. So in my opinion, this is not a penalty. In my opinion, and of course, Francois also confirmed that this is not a penalty. But other, you know, there are any opinions, so drop all your opinion down below. What do you think about this particular penalty incident? So that is what happened, because this particular penalty could have changed the face of the game. It would have been 1-1 between each other, and Fluminense would try to, you know, come hard at Chelsea. And obviously, I know Chelsea was going to panic, and something was going to happen if this ball was supposed to be a penalty, and then Fluminense, you know, converted the ball. Obviously, Arias will convert the ball, because I don't trust Robert Sanchez, you know. But Joao Pedro, the bonito boy, Joao Pedro. What a player! this is a striker. And you know, it is early days yet. It is early days yet, but we saw his quality when he came on against Palmeiras. We saw what he brought into the team, tackling of balls, shooting, you know, dribbles, and then he's very good on his leg. When he was coming to Chelsea, I told you guys, he is very good on his leg. What a player. He won the man of the match for Chelsea. He scored 2 goals for Chelsea. So Joao Pedro, when he was coming to Chelsea, I didn't criticize the signing, but I was obviously saying that we needed, you know, an upgrade over all the strikers we have. But if this is what he's going to do, bro, we have a top player in there, because the ability of him to score outside the box as a striker is not just common. It's not everybody who can score outside the box. Look at all the strikers. They are fox in the box. But if you have the ability to score outside the box, then it means that you are exceptional. You have an exceptional, you know, quality or talent in you. So Joao Pedro, the bonito boy, big shout outs to him. 2 goals, and then his second goal was just top goal as a striker for Chelsea in this particular game. Congratulations to Joao Pedro. He scored his former team, you know. Fluminense was the team who gave him the platform. From Fluminense, he moved to Watford and then, you know, Brighton, and then now he's a big boy at Chelsea now. So he didn't celebrate all the 2 goals. He was, you know, just, you know, shocking that he didn't celebrate the second goal. I was expecting him to celebrate the second goal, because the first goal, always you have to pay respect to the team. But the second goal, he should have, you know, celebrated that goal. But Joao Pedro, what a signing. 60 million pounds signing from Brighton to Chelsea, and then he has qualified Chelsea from the semi-final to the final of this particular competition. But let me big up Enzo Maresca. You know, the fact that he has, you know, changed some faces in the Chelsea game. You know, the way we progress the ball, it's been quick these days, and the way we play our corners, he even confirmed that the corners has been, you know, he has changed something a little bit. So the corners, the way we progress ball, the way we create chances, because we have created a lot of big chances in this particular competition. So that is credit to Enzo Maresca and his backroom staff. Big shout outs to him. I criticized him when he was coming to Chelsea. I wasn't sold on that particular idea of bringing Enzo Maresca to Chelsea. But if he wins the FIFA Club World Cup, I am going to do a full video to apologize to Enzo Maresca, and also apologize to the Chelsea directors, the one who pitched the idea of Enzo Maresca coming to Chelsea. I will do that here, because he has done really well in Chelsea, you know, as a coach of his caliber. Club World Cup final, he deserves the applause. He deserves every single praise in this particular competition. You know, as a Chelsea fan, he deserves it, you know. So that is what happened in this particular competition. Thiago Silva, let me talk about Thiago Silva. If it wasn't Thiago Silva, Chelsea would have scored 5 goals in this particular game. So Thiago Silva also did really well for Fluminense. Big shout outs to Thiago Silva. They gave him a Chelsea jersey written, you know, Thiago Silva number 6 at the back. You know, he exchanged jersey with Trevor Chalobah and all of that. So Thiago Silva, wish him all the best and then good luck. 40 years is not easy, and if it wasn't him, we would have scored like 5 goals. So big shout outs to Thiago Silva. Good luck to you. Good luck to Fluminense. A top campaign, a brilliant campaign. They have had, you know, a very tremendous campaign in this particular FIFA Club World Cup. Chelsea are in the FIFA Club World Cup final Sunday against Real Madrid or PSG. I will see you on Sunday. I am planning of a watch along on our YouTube channel, so just keep your eyes peeled. We will see what happens there. So big shout outs to every Chelsea fan. Just enjoy. Chelsea fan, if you are English fans, to support us, enjoy, and then we will see you on the subsequent, you know, videos. Thank you so much for your time. This is Kobo Sports Room. Click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell. I will see you in the next video, and peace.